I set up for a little bit of slow flight, and I'm just going to do a 180 here. I don't really want to go into the sun as I start this maneuver. We'll use this as a nice opportunity to clear the area. We're still above everybody. Our ADS-B and my iPad are showing me that we are. So, got my reference point off the nose, and there's 8,000 feet. First step is going to be to lower my power to about 35% of load. And as I lower the power, be right in that window there, and I increase my angle of attack as the speed bleeds off to maintain the altitude. And about 100 knots, I'm going to go flaps to takeoff here. And you're going to see what I'm talking about with the balloon. I'm going to wait just a moment to get my altitude back down to 8,000 exactly. There it is. First notch of flaps here, and the nose goes down, but we start to levitate. And the slower you are when you do that adjustment, or when you put the flaps in, the less it's going to balloon. We're through 90 now. Let my nose come back down a little bit. The altitude right at 8,000, so I stay at the center of my plus or minus 50 or 100 foot window, depending on the rating that you're pursuing. There's flaps to landing. We go in 65 to 70 knots here is what we're aiming for. And as I come through 72, 73, 74, I start adding some power back in to start cushioning the loss of speed. And I'm also going to be using some trim to make my life easier. Looking outside for traffic throughout the process, and just trying to have a very light and controlled airplane. Now that I'm nice and trimmed, hands off right now, airplane's flying straight and level at 8,000 feet at 70 knots. Nice visual reference point off the nose. I'm gonna do a little more aggressive turn just to show you what might happen if you turn a little too steep. Now, I'll try to do a turn to 120.
Southeast practice
But don't increase my power adequately. I do 20 degrees of bank.
Altitude over Renaissance.
I have to increase my angle of attack more to maintain this here, and the speed's gonna bleed off. I can hear the airflow getting a little more disruptive over the canopy right now. And if I go a little too hard here, I might get a stall warning, maybe in a couple of knots. Now I'm well through 120, that happened way faster because of the added bank, and it allowed me to get disoriented and distracted. So there's no reason to go past 10 degrees if you can help it. Absolutely no reason. Take your time, it's slow flight. We'll go back to a heading of about east, and we'll do some climbs and descents. Alright, we're going to do a climb between 65 and 70 knots. This is a very, very gentle maneuver, just like the rest of it has been. I'm going to increase my power, and as I increase the power, the airplane's already trimmed for 65 to 70 knots. I'm sitting pretty at 68-ish knots right now. And as I gently increase the power, without me even doing anything, look at the climb rate starting to go up, and the sight picture starting to change off the front of the airplane here.
85, what? We're almost at 90?
Yep.
400 feet per minute?
Yep, and as I get to my normal climb power setting, now I've got a nice climb rate established between 65 and 70 knots, 400 feet per minute, and life is good.
I love being able to have the load factor percentages there and use them as references. Even though they change a little bit, it's just really good to be able to set it on specific numbers, and it's really easy to remember what those numbers are.
It's so easy on the brain, you don't have to worry about manifold and RPMs, it's just there. It's one lever, nice and easy, tons of performance.
We're just wondering what you're doing, that way we can plan around you.
And life is good.